August 1991. The Barrow Neurological Institute in Phoenix, Arizona. Inside Operation Room 5, a 35-year-old woman named Pam Reynolds is strapped to the table. A giant aneurysm in her brain is about to burst, and she is running out of time. To save her, doctors have to do the unthinkable. Freeze her body to 60 degrees, stop her heart entirely, and drain every drop of blood from her brain. By every single medical definition on the planet, Pam Reynolds was dead. But hours later, the operation succeeds. Pam wakes up, and what she tells the doctors sends chills down their spines. She claims she floated right out of her body and watched her entire surgery from the ceiling. She accurately described the exact, unusual shape of the bone saw they used to cut open her skull. She repeated specific conversations the surgeons had while her heart was completely stopped. Tape on her eyes. Subway train-level noise in her plugged ears. A dead brain. How did she see anything? Was this proof of the human soul? Or something even stranger? The quest to prove the afterlife isn't new. In fact, science tried to weigh the soul over a century ago. In 1901, a Massachusetts physician named Dr. Duncan MacDougall came up with a wild hypothesis. He placed dying patients on a massive scale and claimed that the exact moment they died, their weight dropped by 3/4 of an ounce, roughly 21 grams. This birthed the ultimate pop culture myth, that the human soul literally weighs 21 grams. But the scientific community quickly debunked it, proving it was just the evaporation of sweat and moisture. Plus, when he tried the exact same experiment on 15 dogs, zero weight loss. Fast forward to 1975, when Dr. Raymond Moody coined a term that changed everything: near-death experiences, or NDEs. Across thousands of interviews, patients from entirely different backgrounds described the exact same trip: the dark tunnel, the blinding light, and the out-of-body perspective. Modern neuroscience, however, isn't buying the supernatural story. Enter the dying brain hypothesis. Skeptics and psychologists argue that these cosmic experiences are just the final, chaotic hallucinations of a failing brain. Think about the tunnel of light. When your brain is deprived of oxygen, the visual cortex goes into hyperdrive. Because most of your vision cells are packed in the center, random firing creates a blinding bright spot in the middle, while the edges fade into darkness. That peaceful feeling? That's just a massive flood of endorphins released by your body to cope with extreme trauma. Want proof? Look at fighter pilots experiencing G-LOC, G-force-induced loss of consciousness. When pilots are spun in high-G centrifuges and blood drains from their brains, they report the exact same tunnel vision and out-of-body sensations, without ever being close to actual death. So, is the afterlife real, or is it just the ultimate biological trick? As the legendary Carl Sagan famously said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Just because science can't fully explain cases like Pam Reynolds yet, doesn't mean it's magic. Centuries ago, lightning was thought to be the anger of the gods. Today, we know it's just physics. The truth is, what happens after we die is the one mystery every single one of us will eventually solve for ourselves. But until then, maybe the real goal shouldn't be worrying about what happens in the next world, but making this one count. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.